EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Recon, 132 fighter. Deep grip.
Lock now on first down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Go! Let's go! 13 yards on the play. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I'm on. Blue draw, Corker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On the double.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got you.
Get it.
On second and 11 now. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go.
Throwing his lock on third down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Set, 8, read.
Watch QB drop. Shit.
X3, 218, chop.
Check 24.
Fire.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Throwing, Jones. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
Let's go now. Send Lobo. Hey, you.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. It's a 3 for Mike.
Now Jones feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
10-2 start. Come to West. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Locke now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 29, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check. Watch twist.
Topper.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Go. Five.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go. They're savored a little bit, but I run right back at them.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
On the ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 54.
Hit it.
A 1st carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 17-3. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Clock now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after now from Catanzaro. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Your trip is here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
Now Saquon Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, break.
59, mark. Check, 59. Exit.
Jones now operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Indy.
Watch right.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Jones being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Anthony Miller, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Giants 31, Broncos 3.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Yo, go, go.
Back. Check the backer.
Get it.
On first down, Locke. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Going for the deep ball. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Smooth.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He's got his tight end Fant. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 43.
Yes. Hey, Haywood.
Check 59.
I'll go.
Mike is 59.
Snap.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
Julio Jones all alone. The 30, 10, touchdown, Giants. Julio Jones, 79 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by one more. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check three.
Ready.
And they give this time to the tailback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
X3, 218, Chuck Lee Griffin.
From the gun, it's locked. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
Ready.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check 13. Shoot.
General West.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 2nd down now. It's Davis. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Mike 56. Push him back.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Joker.
Hey, lock it.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm coming.
6'5".
They go with Howard again. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
A gain of 14. First down, New York.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
50, Mike, 50.
Hey, watch the leg.
Mike's 50.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pick. Up of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Giants.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another first and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
Come on, QB. Come
you're
on.
in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On second down, it's Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Here we go. Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch it. Watch it. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, Ambrose. And an alley to run. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
To throw it is locked. He's going to look. They've got his man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Get off the field.
Locke looks to throw it again. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable. Extra point from McManus is good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Giants take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
All day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man left, man left. Hey,
Again, it's Howard. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Bravo.
Ambrose now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got Miller. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Ready, go. Ready.
They'll try again with Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Ambrose to throw. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will extend this big lead.
Broncos 10.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by one more.
55, Broncos 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Block again here on 2nd and 10. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the slant. Kill.
Hey, Echo. 61, match box now.
They'll go for it. It's locked. And it is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout.
Here we go.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. 8, read.
59. You don't want it. You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball.
Hit it.
Running with Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Here we go. Set. It's an 18 Gator.
I'm here all day.
Hey, rock it. Rock it.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
On the ready.
Crunch time, defense.
Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stops short. He didn't get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll try and run for it. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.